Hi guys. Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to our 5th day of the 2025 East Africa Film Competition. And today is Friday. You're most welcome. I can say I have new faces today. So be ready to learn. Be ready to explore the equipment that we have. And we are both online and in person. Online, I'd like to mention the universities and colleges following online. They include Somscreen Media Institute in Somali, ZTech University, Rift Valley Institute of Business Studies, Maseno University, Egerton University, Pan-Africa Christian University, Jewel Professional College, Talanta Institute, and Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology. All of you, you're most welcome. And today's session is quite something different from other days, and I'm sure you'll get excited. The lucky ones are seated with me here, and Pia, those who are following online, you have a chance to become part of us within the session. So my technical team will take you through that in a few, but just a brief intro. We are Highway Audiovisual Limited. We are a Kenyan-based company that does audiovisual solutions. Our offices are located at Trans Towers, which is the building we are at on upper ground floor. And this space, which is on 9th floor, is the Experience Center, where we give hands-on experience on the equipment as well as the knowledge that you expect to apply when you get your job or when you get to your workplace, okay? So with me, I have a technical team, and some of them are quite involved with setting up this set, and two of them are right behind me. Should I introduce them or do you introduce yourself? So on my right is Mr. Yasin. At the center is Mr. Ali Mwachuo. Behind the camera is Mr. Sydney, and we have Mahmoud behind the camera that is taking images, okay? A few house rules: you're free to take images, you're free to be captured, and we may use your face in our marketing. So if you have an issue, see me. Na si tafadhali. We will use your image in our marketing. When you leave this door, towards the exit, we have our washroom there. And in case you want to feel some air, we have a balcony behind. There is an exit I can show you. When you want to, you can go to the balcony and breathe in and out, okay? I almost forgot. There is the man making this thing come to you who are online. His name is Mr. Sefu. He's the man behind the switching and the mixing, and yeah, he's behind there. So I take this opportunity to invite Mr. Ali Mwachuo to take over the session. Asanteni sana.
Ali Rashid Mwachuo. It's a privilege to be here today. There are those who are following us online, welcome. And here we have a lot of Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. I'm an alumni there, and I'm so proud. I'm seeing my madam here, Madam Judy. So we went through, we were under their guidance, and it's been over a decade, and it looks like yesterday. Yeah, so thank you for being present. So you're here today because of the 2025 East Africa College Smartphone Film Competition, which is a workshop that is on its last day, and today we are going live on a podcast. This is a live podcast, and as we are told that it's an East Africa College Smartphone Film Competition, so a number of countries, of course, in East Africa are now viewing us, and it's nothing extraordinary, but just with an objective of empowering African students. Things have changed, and as it is right now, there is the digital space. So comparing to us 10 years ago, everything was more or less digital, but as at now we know that there is a paradigm shift from analog to digital, right? And you walk in the CBD, the capital center of Nairobi, on a Sunday, then there are teenagers or the youth are flooding the streets, and what they do there, they say they're producing content, right? Yeah, whatever they are doing is nothing but what film producers should be doing massively to produce content. Only that the digital platforms now have made it easy. Both the pre-pro and post-production processes have been compressed digitally, and right now you can do your pre-production, production, and post-production, and do the dissemination as part of post-production, whereby you'll be distributing your content by publishing it online, and you reach a massive audience, and in it you get instant or spontaneous feedback in form of views and comments, whereby people can react to your content. That was not possible 10 years ago, and if it were possible, it was only limited to posters and maybe 1 minute or some few seconds video. Right now, you can publish your content in different formats, either the portrait or the landscape, and in your social media platform, and it can take 3 or 5 minutes. So we introduced the 2025 East Africa College Smartphone Film Competition because we feel we need to create an industry that is robust, whereby who should take the center stage should be the film students, because they are professionals, right? And we professionals. But why are we letting other people to be or to take the center stage and produce content in the name of content developers? That should not be the case. Are we on the right track? That should not be the case. It's simply because we are still thinking big, and we are saying that as film producers, you want to have that big camera and all that for you to produce that content. No, we are saying that you can use a smartphone and you produce that content, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so let's flood the social media with content from professional producers. And that is none other apart from us, right? Yes. So with me here is Mr. Yasin Maula. He's also a producer and a technical engineer. And myself, I'm a TV producer and as well as a film producer. Yeah. So we have 3 phases that we'll be taking you through. First, I'll do the introduction of the 2025 East Africa College Smartphone Film Competition. We'll get to know what is required for you to participate as a school, the eligibility and the prices, and the deadlines or the timelines. And then 2, there is the DaVinci Resolve. The DaVinci Resolve is a software that we all know, and if we do not know, it's a software for post-production. So I will take us through the interface because it's a requirement that you use it in the post-production as a tool to equip you. Once you are out in the industry, then you will be in a position to fit into the industry, which I was just explaining to you previously, right? Then also there is the smartphone itself, and we say that don't think big that you should have such cameras. Yes, they are good professionally if you have a big budget, but for you to brand yourself and market yourself, there is an integration of the same camera that is replicated in your phone using a software. So instead of using the normal camera, there is a software that has features that are readily available on your camera, or what you expect to be in your camera. There is a digital software that you can use and get the same quality, and you are able to manipulate your footage or your product. After which, if you have it in the post-production using the DaVinci panel or Resolve, which is a professional editing software, then you'll have that product the way you want it as a filmmaker, right? Right. Yasin, you have anything to communicate to our attendees, both online and physical here?
First, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for creating this time to be here with us. As Ali has said, this competition basically is to help us, the youth. I'm also from Kenya Mass. Madam Judy was my HOD. Na pia alikuwa nani kazia sana. Venye amewakazia venye mko hapa. Pia mimi alikuwa ananikazia hivyo ni kuze class. And for this film, it helps us as teenagers to expose ourselves outside there, because film competitions have been there. We have the Alliance Francaise films, but you see, people who participate in those films are already professionals. So sisi teenagers tukitoka, where do we get work? Ama how do they know that we can do these things? So I'll encourage every teenager to try and participate in this. Hata kama si with the institution, but by yourself, just try it out, because all the softwares are free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's just your creativity and time. That's all that you have to invest in. Over to you, Ali.
Nice. Now, there's a seat here, and this is for one of us who is here, who can volunteer and come on board. We do this live podcast. Ni rahisi, it's free, we'll be engaging. Okay, what's your name? Lamek. Do we feel Lamek is the right representative? Labda kuna mwingine atakumchallenge. Anyone else who will wish, then I'll know how to moderate. Anyone else who will wish to come. You see, the good thing, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apart from Madam Judy. So what I will do, we'll be coming here in at intervals. So let's start with Lamek. Have you ever done a podcast, Lamek? Not yet, but you know what a podcast is. Yeah, it's freestyle, of course, but we have a script within ourselves, so you'll just flow. So we love that you have the experience or the privilege. Karibu. Yeah. Thank you. So online we are having Lamek from the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. How are you, Lamek?
I'm fine.
You are fine.
Yeah.
You can move closer, and feel free.
Thank you.
Yeah. So which course are you taking at the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication?
So currently I'm doing film production editing option, and that's where I'm specializing in.
Good.
Yeah.
Film production
Editing option. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And what prompted you? What led you into picking film as a course?
My course is a bit. I think it's something that I didn't plan until it was the last option for me.
Yeah, the last option.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So maybe I can just bring it out.
Have you ever done any skit or any film by yourself, not the ones that were given in school?
Yeah, currently there's the ones that I've done outside with the friends, and they are all in my website.
In your website?
Yeah.
You have a website. What's
Yeah.
the name of your web?
Master M Productions.
.com.
Not.
What do you mean by a website?
I just published a free website hostings in Pixieset, and they have linked all the works that I've done.
So what's the name of your website?
Master M Productions.
Master M.
Master M. Yeah.
Okay. Master.
Master.m.
M.
Productions.
Productions. Okay, so our tab is loading here. Oh, the site can't be reached. Did I type it correctly?
Yeah, but it's within PixieSet.
Okay.
So they're the one hosting it. So maybe if I send you the link,
okay,
then it opens with the link. Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
There's digital here, so I can join with WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I can do a WhatsApp web, and you can share with me the link on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
We get to see.
Yeah.
I'll be glad. Please. I'm impressed that we've had a session since Monday, and no one has ever told us that they are having a website just to publish their content. So
actually the Somali guys have done a film. It's called Don't Waste the Water. It's in LinkedIn. You can check it out. They are the competitors here. Na wanasema, let me speak in Kiswahili so that wasisikie. Wanasema kuwa watawanyorosha vibaya sana.
Yeah, that's what they said yesterday.
That's what they said. They've been saying this since Monday.
Yeah. Okay, so where did you get the idea that you can actually host your films on your website? That is good, because we all know that as it is right now. Do you know any Kenyan film? Any Kenyan film? Which one? Volume Kenyan film. On which platform do we get that? Have you watched online? There, he says that he knows a Kenyan film known as Volume. That's what he said. Eh?
Yeah.
So have you watched it?
Yes, I watched it.
Is it a standalone film or a series?
It's a series.
It's a series.
Yeah.
Volume. You've watched it.
Yes,
on which platform?
From Moviebox.
Moviebox.
Yes.
Is that a free platform?
It's a free.
It's a free, yes.
It's a free platform.
Okay.
Okay. Which other film? Plan B. Which platform? Showmax. Free? How much? 300 bomb. Okay. Which other Kenyan platform do you know?
Sorry?
Which other Kenyan platform do you know that streams films and all that, or publish films?
Maybe the easiest one, Viusasa.
Viusasa. Good. Viusasa. Okay. Apparently, which film did you mention? Volume is under the ownership of Netflix, right? And it's on subscription basis, right? Netflix is supposed to be a pay-per-view, more or less. Not pay-per-view, but on subscription basis. And it surprises me when you say that you watched it on movie. On that's piracy, right? So, but that's okay. I'm not incriminating him. It's not him who did the piracy. As in, you are able to log in and watch. But you see, that should ring a bell. That at this time and age, like 10 years ago, they used we used to have gatekeepers, and these are the mainstream media as KTN, Citizen, and we really appreciate them because they've played a major role in actually building our industry. And as such, a lot of talent was tapped and grew. But you see, it was more or less like controlled, right? Not everybody was given that platform to be there. But see, then came the subscription or pay-per-view platforms. Like Viusasa is a pay-per-view. I can only watch on demand, right? I pay 30 bob, I watch. That's Kenyan shillings, right?
Yes.
But see, nowadays there are sites that are free, like the Moviebox, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's only one way we can brand ourselves as filmmakers, right? Is for us to embrace this technology, produce our own, and have such platforms as Lamex. This is so impressive from a student. I can tell you for free that 10 years ago, we were not thinking like this. Yeah, so you're the Gen Zs, if I'm not wrong, right? You have TikTok, you have Instagram, and that's a major boost for you. But if you are not mentored, if you are not guided, if you are not inspired the right way, if you are not well equipped with the tools that should actually propel you to produce digital films, then you will not be in this level. So what do? You need to produce your own films daily. In a week you can produce a 7-minute film. Let's flood the market the same way these TikTokers are doing. You will get to brand yourself, people will get to know you, and that's how you will also venture into big platforms like Netflix. But why think of Netflix and Showmax at this time and age? Why should you think of that? You should think of such a platform and monetize it, right? If then not for people to subscribe, automatically you'll have built your brand either on TikTok or YouTube. You have subscribers, and that's monetization, is it? Yeah. So here there is a film, Lamek.
Yeah, I've linked the films there, the ones that have taken part.
Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay, I think Yasin can comment on it. How do you see that, and what's your view on Lamek's initiative of having his own web application just to stream film as a student?
Okay, for this is really nice.
Yeah.
Even for us, I'm also a Gen Z like him. I just finished school recently, and also as we didn't think of this. This is a really it's challenging even to me as a fellow Gen Z, and I'd like to urge every other student or a person watching, you can do this. But as Ali said, you should be well equipped with knowledge, because let's say for the equipment, like the things that we're about to share with you today here, all these are free. The softwares that we're going to tell you about, the camera software. So for us Gen Zs, we don't have excuses. Sianze kusema, oh, I don't have a professional camera, so I can't shoot. Hapana. Now, if you want to know more, you can just follow our social media handles at Highway Audiovisual Kenya, because each day we try to teach the upcoming generation about the latest technology. You can just go on YouTube, you can just check all our videos. We have the latest technology. Some technology even we weren't even taught in school. As I said,
because it's
I was
trending
in Kenya Mass.
Yeah.
And I think the best camera that I used was C100. I think it's the same camera that you're using right now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think it's still the best.
That's the best.
I think it's still the best in
It's
the
still the best.
institution, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Blackmagic Pocket?
Yeah, I've used
The
4K.
Ursa 12K? Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
You've
it?
heard of the Blackmagic brands?
Yeah.
Good.
I follow their
Their
products.
sites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you follow us first on the highway,
Yeah.
you'll see everything, because we share that information is free.
Yeah.
Let's say this event wasn't here. Let's say we had planned it for another country. How are you guys supposed to learn if you even don't know about us? So I'll just encourage everyone. First, this is a great initiative from Lamek, the website. Then second, seek knowledge. Seek knowledge wherever possible. Are you together? Yeah.
Good. Now, so then we ask ourselves,
Thank you.
the smartphone film competition, what is our objective? Our objective is empowering East African students, right? We want to unleash your creativity through innovation, of course. And there are partners and sponsors who are coming on board. So the screen there is displaying all that. We have the Blackmagic brand, the Blackmagic design. They are the developers of these cameras you are seeing here. These are 4K cameras, 4K in terms of quality, and we know they are HDs. And the camera that we are using, that we've just mentioned, is not bad. It's not the tool that you have that will actually give you the best film or the best product. It's the user. How knowledgeable are you in integrating those lenses and the camera box to give you, and lighting, of course, cinematography, to give you the best, right? Yeah, so you can see those are Blackmagic cameras. This is a broadcast camera for TV or live streaming. Same to this. and behind there we have the Blackmagic 4K, and also those are film cameras. Then we have the DaVinci Resolve, of course. That's the post-production software. Which other post-production software do you know apart from DaVinci?
A software.
Yeah.
For
editing.
Premiere Pro.
Yeah, there's Premiere Pro. Everyone knows Premiere Pro, right?
Yeah.
Which other one do you know? Let's engage. Which other one do you know? Final Cut. Okay. Yes. Final Cut. Is it? Can you integrate Final Cut in any other laptop, like a Windows? Can we have Final Cut? You can't. Oh, it has to be a Mac. Okay. Which other software do we know? Any?
CapCut. I've used CapCut sometimes.
CapCut, yeah. CapCut is a software.
Yeah.
Can we integrate CapCut on both laptop and
Yeah.
phone?
Actually, there's a wedding film that we did.
Mhm.
Actually, I finished exporting yesterday, and I edited the whole 4K from the iPhone on CapCut.
CapCut.
Yeah.
From
So, the iPhone. 11, yeah.
And how did you shoot that wedding film? Using
Just
phone?
this way, yeah.
Or
The whole of it.
not a like a big
No,
camera?
it
Using
was-
a phone?
Yeah.
Wow, guys. That's how. There's a film also known as Fast and Furious. I don't know 1, 2, 3, or 5, 6. I know there are a number, and it was produced, if I'm not wrong, using an iPhone. That's how technology has evolved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, why I was asking this question and asked if a Final Cut can be integrated in both a phone and a new, you said no, it can't. It has to be only on
Mac.
a Mac. DaVinci is available both on Windows and on Mac, and it's a professional tool also, and for post-production, and it has its advantages, which I'll talk about. It's by DaVinci, it's under Blackmagic. So we have the Holy Land. This one, they produce or they manufacture products whereby you can do live stream and sessions in your camera as sources of video. You are not. It's not a must that you do the physical cabling. The Holy Land can actually transmit your videos without from the camera to the vision mixer. You know what a vision mixer is?
Yeah.
Without using cables. There's the headbox. They produce batteries. There are cameras that have to have with no capacity for inbuilt batteries that cannot last long, so you have to boost them. So the headbox, tilter for rigging, OBS board. This is a brand that produces AI powered camera. AI powered cameras. There's one here known as JVC, just behind Lamek.
Yeah.
Just behind Lamek, there's an AI powered camera known as JVC. What do you mean by AI powered camera?
It's partly controlled by artificial intelligence.
Wow, partly controlled by artificial intelligence. Wow, you're well. We all knew about that. Yeah, that AI powered cameras can be remotely controlled, and you can have presets, and they can be used for filming or doing behind the scenes, whereby you can track the director without someone controlling it. But you'll be a fool to think that AI can replace film producers. They cannot. It's us to actually equip ourselves with knowledge so that we are able to do pre, pro, and post production using AI. Right?
Yeah.
What's your take on AI?
I think
in the integration of film production.
I think AI is just a tool to maybe maximize on what you already know. If at all you know that there's a script you're building, maybe I've used ChatGPT for developing a script, and I shot a script based on it.
Did you pay in using the ChatGPT?
No, freely.
It was free.
Yeah.
Did you give you the type of shots
It
to
gave
use?
it gave me. Let me say at first it was not that good, but I entered the.
What was
correct
not good?
prompt.
You or the ChatGPT?
The ChatGPT was
The
not
Chat
good.
Was not good.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? That's an artificial intelligence. It's so scientific
Yeah.
in its operation. So what do you mean when you say it was not good?
First of all, there is
Yeah.
something I need,
Yeah.
and then there's the response that it gives.
So the process of you wanting something or needing something and actually feeding and feeding it so that it produces what you want. What's the name of that process? What do you do to ChatGPT for it to give you what you want?
I mean, the most simple I think that you can do is to give a correct prompts that you
Prompt
need.
is
Yeah.
the word,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it all comes from you. You
Mhm.
can't tell ChatGPT to write for you a short film about love and gives you the vision that you have.
So what does that
Yeah.
mean? That first, you cannot eliminate producers of film,
True.
Yes.
right?
True.
So two, producers of film have to be professionally trained. You cannot just give it a prompt if you're not.
Yeah.
Because what kind of shot are you asking ChatGPT to give it to? What kind of prompt,
Yeah.
right? Are you giving it for it to give you what you want? So you must be knowledgeable. 3, apart from having the knowledge of film production, you must be well equipped with AI tools to know how to prompt.
Yeah.
So when you say that the ChatGPT was not good enough, I'm thinking maybe it's us who didn't have that.
Yeah. But
We are not well versed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not only the ChatGPT itself. There are tools to support ChatGPT
Yeah.
for it to give. Or once you use, if ChatGPT has produced for you the blueprint, there are other tools that can support ChatGPT to give you the final outcome, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel that apart from the pre and pro, can we do post-production using AI?
Yeah.
How?
The software it's actually now integrated in DaVinci Resolve newest update, the Autopod.
The outer?
Autopod, like if you're doing a podcast, it
Yeah.
started with an integration on Premiere Pro,
Yep.
and you can upload a podcast
Mhm.
and it auto cuts for you. I don't think I am missing it.
You are in order.
Yeah.
I'm not sure with the DaVinci, but I know CapCut can do
Yeah, it
can do
can
and so many
cut.
other softwares can actually do post production for you.
Yeah, and even in DaVinci Resolve, there's a feature called scene cut detection. I think it's
scene
based
cut
on
detection
detection
What
on a
does
paid
it do?
version.
On a paid version.
Yeah, so maybe if we there's a film that we did,
Yeah.
and we just made cuts,
Mhm.
and there were no fancy transitions in
Yeah.
within,
Yeah.
and we just wanted to export it as a high quality version
Sure.
so that we can re-edit later. So
Yeah.
the best way to recut them back to single clips,
Mhm.
we had to use that version, that paid version that has scene cut detection, and I think it's AI based, so it helps.
So as at now, if we delve into AI, DaVinci session here,
Mhm.
will you be confident enough to take us through that process for us to learn?
Yeah.
You can
Sure.
recall the process you used
Yeah.
using AI?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. How old are you?
I think I'm 20.
You think? How old are you?
This 2025 July, I should be 23 years old.
23 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
I graduated from college when I was 23 years. Yeah, 2023. I was 23 years. And I didn't have this knowledge. And I'm guessing all this is because of the... Where did you learn DaVinci? Were you taught in school?
Yeah, partly, but there's a
Partly, oh.
yeah. They when we were doing short films second year,
Yeah.
I just gave myself a challenge to learn a new software. We were having a problem of updates with the softwares in school, so
Yeah.
I just went through a platform, a channel on YouTube,
Yeah.
Team 2 Films. They
Mhm.
teach DaVinci Resolve,
Oh.
and there I just learned everything DaVinci Resolve. So I did the whole short film editing with DaVinci free version. I didn't know.
Interesting. And do you know about the Blackmagic Camera app? Anyone who knows about the Blackmagic Camera app? Anyone? Nobody. You've heard about it?
Yeah,
You know how to use it?
I've not
You've
tried
never
it
used
yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yasin, anything?
No, it's just interesting.
Yeah.
The things that he's saying, because not so many people know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to know more on how he learnt about all those.
Yeah, it's interesting that I'm well versed with Da Vinci. I know how to manipulate it, but there's a tool you've just said that you can actually give it a command and auto command. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Syntax
have never
detection.
done it. I've never. I'll wish he takes us through. I
Sure.
could be lying. I could be saying the truth, but I want to challenge you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take us through. Yeah, but it's interesting. So you know what? If then he equipped himself digitally, is there any other reason that any other Tom, Dick, and Harry out there who didn't go through the processes that you've gone through in terms of joining a professional college in East Africa and get to be trained, that they cannot equip themselves outside there and challenge you in producing films now that this information is online? Can someone train themselves out there? And what will be the difference between you and them? What will be the difference? Because this knowledge is now available online.
Is it my question?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
What will be the difference between you and them?
I
You've
think,
gone through the processes of schooling and all that.
yeah.
You've equipped yourself with the latest trends online. Them, they've not yet gone through school and they're producing, but they've equipped themselves with the knowledge online. What is the difference between you and them?
First of all, there is something that is outside just knowledge that we get digital and what we actually do in schools,
Yeah.
generally film schools. I'd say first of all, there is something called discipline that can only be taught when people come together. Collaboration,
Okay.
there's something you learn with collaborating with others. And if we talk about now getting it digitally, then it means you are all alone, or maybe you have some people who may be pulling, you're pushing as they pull. So when we talk about getting this knowledge in school, it's different. We are taught to work as a team, and we are told collaboration is the key. And one most important thing is now sharing your work. There is a quote that I had:
sharing your work.
Yeah.
Once you produce, then you share. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have to show people what you did.
Wow.
You can just have an idea.
You have to show people what?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You can just have an idea, but before it's out, it's just still an idea. Even if you shot a whole $1 million film, before you edit and share with the rest of the world, I think it's just an idea still. So until you share is there when we'll see you did it. Yeah, so that's
Until you share.
something different.
Madam
Yeah.
has something to add, please.
I think also
Yeah.
ni kujituma.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Self-initiative.
You have to go out of your way
Yeah.
and prove
Mm.
that you know and you're yearning for more knowledge.
Yeah.
You cannot just sit there and expect the institution to give you all the knowledge.
Yeah.
Lazima ujitu.
Lazima ujitume, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
that's why we always insist
Mm.
on telling them that jitume,
Yep.
have your networks.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Connect with people,
Mhm.
people who are going to add value
Yep.
to your life.
Sure.
Not just sitting there and waiting for knowledge to come and get you where you're headed.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Yeah. So I'm echoing it again for purpose of those who are online, that Madam Judy is saying that you got to like push yourself and have that self-initiative to produce and to learn more. So have that self-initiative. I love what you said. You can produce a number of films, or you can conceptualize them, the process of ideation, and that is all pre-production, and even do production. And because of procrastination or wanting to be perfect, or just thinking that I do not have the right tools for me to produce a film, and you delay publishing, or you do not publish it, and you'll stay there forever. he says you need to publish your content. You need to publish your content. Because the more you embrace this technology, the more you produce, the more you publish, the more you get to learn, because you will criticize yourself and all that. Another thing is networking, which Madam has said, and that's what we are doing right now. So for us, we are empowering students by fostering this network. Now you know there's someone like Ali. During the prize giving day, you'll all get online, and there are initiatives we want to start here as Highway Audiovisual. If we can do collaboration as producers, that a film can be produced in Kenya and be edited with those who are online in Somalia. It's so possible because we need to equip you with the DaVinci Resolve. The DaVinci Resolve, you can produce, you can edit using DaVinci Resolve online because the footage is stored online, and we can give them the logins and they can edit it from there. And that's so possible. You know why? Because they can also produce a number of scenes that are integrated with our films, with our film here in Kenya, maybe through phone calls and all that, and it looks the same. We have it on our cloud storage. They edit. We also edit our scenes. We combine and produce as a single film. So also networking. That's what Madam is saying. Networking is all about, right? Besides that, who is on LinkedIn here? 1, 2, 3, 4. A number of us. Why? Why did you choose LinkedIn?
Okay, I have a brother.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Nick. He was also an alumni here, so he advised me to get in LinkedIn, and he showed me some of the film producers.
Sure.
In LinkedIn, and
Mm-hmm.
told me that I should get into contact with them.
He says that he has a brother who is a film producer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Went through the same college as him, and he connected you or showed you, or oriented through the platform, and you saw producers, professional, because LinkedIn is for professionals, accountants and all that. LinkedIn is for those professionals, right? And it is through these platforms that you can actually get those networks or get to brand yourself. Why did I ask this question? You went through, you're now in tertiary schooling. You went through the secondary schooling, right?
Yeah.
And there it's where you, after being graded, after certification of the secondary education, you chose your path, and for you are a filmmaker right now, right?
Yeah.
And we know the stigma behind doing journalism or filmmaker. Anaenda kushika makamera tu yule. Like having a camera as such, they think you are a normal, that you are any other photographer, right? It's true, but there are photographers who are being paid hundreds of thousands just for a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Yes. There are editors who are paid in thousands of dollars to edit international products online using the DaVinci. And there is one of us here who will just be seated there, and they'll get 10,000 because they are here at River Road and they are not branding themselves using these social media platforms. That's what I'm talking about, right? Then there is that friend of yours who chose nursing, who chose accountancy, who chose economics, engineer, and they'll come out there with their helmets and introduce yourself, I'm engineer so and so. But for us, nobody will say, I'm producer so and so, because we are not proud and we are not branding yourself. We should brand ourselves in such a way. You walk into that hospital and they say, hey, he's the producer of Jicho Moja film. It's possible, right? And guys, I'm a testimony. I built myself using local programs here in Kenya, and I switched from production into administration. Got to know what it takes to administer firms to do with production. Left employment, and I'm now venturing into my own production house. Another question: who wants to get employed immediately after school? Who? Why not? Don't you want to get paid? Don't you want to get paid? Let's be real. Don't you want to get paid? Yes, so you want to get employed after school. Let's be honest. Don't you want to get employed? You want to get employed? You want to get employed? Why? You don't want to get employed, my friend. Why not? Okay, why not? You have plans, which include? Venture into produce your own. You can. Good initiative. I know every one of us will want to get employed, but let me ask you one thing. Those who produce these mics, those farms, what do we call it? Manufacture? So they do what? They manufacture. Another name of manufacturing is they do what? They produce. And you are
Producers.
Oh, so you are a farm. You are supposed to produce and employ. Right? Yeah, that's the advantage of us filmmakers and TV producers. Isn't it? Imagine people are producing softwares for us to produce. And we can a doctor produce? No, they service. But you are producers. So we have power, guys, right? Okay, nice. That was you have any?
I'll just.
Would you want to get employed?
Yeah, I need money.
You need money.
Yeah.
You can't have that money on your own, like.
Maybe it will start from being paid.
Being
paid to do anything. So not anything, but I think with the faith I have, there are things that I've planned to do, but hazijai happen because maybe haziko kwa plan ya God. So I'm hoping that if at all I'll venture into maybe this field, then it's also good that I get paid while doing it. So that's why I'd say I'd want to be paid.
Not bad. You know, as a film director, your work is to direct from point A to B, but there are so many ways you can ask someone to go from point A to B. Others will use corners, right? Yeah, but we know eventually, guys, you're supposed to be producers. So, we have all these as sponsors or partners in the. You can see there is that monopole that is just around the corner there. That's produced by Miliboo. They produce tripods and all that. The small rig, there's a rig there for camera. That's what they produce. So your cameras should be rigged in such a way they are caged. In case of any accident, you are safe and all that. Saramonic, they produce mics for your content, be it a podcast, all that, because you do not need such a big setup. You can have it on your own. There's Eartech. Eartech is for talkback and all that communications. We know even talkback is not only for studios, but also in the field, right? Now, basically, that's what it is. And we can go to contest details, and I'll take at least 5 minutes. So we can see in it, I will advise go through this website, get to equip yourself on what are the requirements of the 2025 East Africa Smart Film Competition. And its registration is through your college. You can have a number of films through the college. Of course, from different students, you can either do it individually or in groups, but one will be picked to enter the competition. And other films, of course, will publish them for purpose of us, for reference and all that. But your film, you know, it's not only here. Once we publish it, it's free. You can actually submit it in any other competition and all that. The initiative of this competition is to push students, first equip them with the latest technologies, the app and the software, 1, 2, also to kickstart this process of whereby you should be producing films using smartphone, right? So that we can flood the market. Tomorrow, you will be our customer here, wanting to purchase these products, because You are producers, you'll get funded, you'll get employed if you want to get employed, as Lamek says. Please remember us, because we are the only certified distributors of Blackmagic and the software, which is DaVinci Resolve, in Africa. You can buy these products anywhere else. You can buy them in Dubai or anywhere else. But in case of anything post you buying them, you take them to the manufacturer. Because of malfunctioning, you'll get back to us. And there's a disadvantage for that, because we'll charge you highly. But once you purchase it from us, in case of anything, it can also be replaced. So Highway Audiovisual are the only certified dealers in Africa for Blackmagic. We have Highway in Uganda, Tanzania, and all that. I know you'll get employed, you'll become a boss. So you should make wise decisions. Yeah, and that's where we all fail as producers, right? Besides that, this is an experience center. This is a room. This studio is an experience center. Here, we do professional training for all this, virtually and physically. But for you to know, we introduce the smartphone film competition so that you get to know that you can equip yourself here, right? Of course, it's not free, but it's an affordable rate, because the Blackmagic itself, the manufacturers of both the softwares and the cameras, are the ones powering this program and supporting us at an affordable rate. In fact, you come with your student ID, better for you, right? Right. So our vision is Africa telling its own story. We want to foster creativity, and we want to connect the classrooms to the industry, because you're the producers of today and tomorrow, right? There's a schedule here, and right now we are doing our 17th to 21st of March, whereby this is the workshop. So I will advise that we go through this so that you stick to the guidelines, right? And of course there are films, and it's by design that I'm only appearing there for as a judge, and others are to be unleashed, and they are not from Kenya. I think we are only 2 from Kenya, but there are others who will be actually adjudicating our films online, some of even coming from the Blackmagic itself, and you'll be able to see all these during the pricing. We have mentors or those who will guide you, of course, because they are trained facilitators for the Blackmagic products. Then there are mentors like our one Edwin Nyongesa. He just produced a film like 4 months ago known as Sun City Radio. It's a film known as Sun City Radio, a film produced and its storyline is aligned towards a robber who actually went and robbed somewhere and made a call in a radio station, and so unfortunate we do not know about it. That's why I asked any film in Kenya. We do not know it. He publicized it a lot. That's why we need to make our industry to be robust, right? So that a film comes out and everyone knows about it. Their eligibility or the criteria and what is required to produce these films. Kindly, let's go through this site so that I do not take much time here taking you through it, right? Here is the criteria. There is the college registration, the enrollment, whether for a group or individual, the submission requirements, residence of course, and the age limit. And it's so fortunate even your parents can participate, because maybe they are doing postgraduate diploma, or you want them to be part of the film, isn't it? Lamek,
Yes.
how do you see all this? Is it hard for students to actually follow these requirements or go through the website and get to learn? What's your take about it?
I think it's just how people will take it. It's simple.
It's simple.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah, reason why we're having a website for all this is because we want you to get to know how to follow instructions online, because everything, even your films, you have to submit them online. Right now you want to submit your film. Where will you submit it if you want Netflix? It's online, right? That's why there's all this. So once you click register now on the home page, there's a here. Once you click register now, then there's a YouTube link that will pop up, and in that link in the description, you first watch the whole video. Then after it, there's a description down here. In the description, there is a form. There are 2 forms that will pop up. You need to, using your college, of course, follow the instruction in these documents that will pop up and get to submit. Then you'll get the formal communication form. After this, there's also another one. So simple. Get to go through the film, the YouTube link, learn all whatever is there. So simple. Here there's all the instruction, right? But also part of the requirement is you subscribe, because there are a number of updates in between the competition that we will be updating using our YouTube channel. I think I am done. Yasin,
Yes.
any input from your end, please?
Sorry guys, I've been quiet. I'm not talkative like Ali. I'm not an admin. I'm the technical guy who does all the technicality of the setups and configuring cameras and all. Ali forgot to mention, on the website we also have about the camera app. Yes, it's free, but it's not available to all devices. For Ali, kindly pop up the website again. So we have 2 types of operating systems. We have the iOS for Apples or iPad, and we also have the Android. We have the third one for Huawei. I don't know, it's called Huawei Dragonfly 8 something. Those Chinese have issues. But for this application, for the Blackmagic camera app application, just go to the help option. For the Blackmagic camera application, you can access it on 2 operating systems, the iOS or the Android. For the iOS, your iPhone or iPad should be using the iOS 16.
That's the software.
That's the software, the running software for the phone. And for the Android, it should be Android 13. But it also varies with the type of phone that you have. Let's go to Android, please.
Where is it?
Just go up. Scroll up. Yeah. Just go down. So just go down. It's on the last. That's how the interface of the application is. I'll take you through it. Again, there we have all the list of the phones that can access the application. Just a bit, up a bit. Here, you can see the list. We have the Samsung, the S21, S22, up to S25. We have the Google Pixel, but it's not supported on the Google Pixel Fold. You know the Fold, the one that looks like a book. We have the OnePlus, Xiaomi, Sony Xperia, Oppo, but it chooses different types of Oppo. Don't say I have an Oppo and it's using the operating system 13, so I can just access it. No, it also depends. And recently we tested on it was a Redmi, and it worked. Are you together on that?
The good thing, we all have a number of phones, so we can
so
try.
you can just try. It's free. It's on Play Store and on Apple Store.
Yeah,
You don't have to pay.
it's free.
Free, bure, ulipi kitu.
Yeah.
Niseme sijui waliniambia nilipe. It's free.
And post this, please. Once you are shooting any film using your phone, please use this application. Whatever is the Canon cameras that you have, the Blackmagic, the ISO, the Iris, the shutter speed, is there, is available, right? Yeah. So the advantage of the digital trends. What's your take about that?
I mean, it's a good integration.
Yeah.
It's now begging for creativity.
It's begging for?
Our creativity.
Wow. It's begging for your creativity. That's quite true. We are done. We can proceed.
So we start with the. Can I start with the phone app before?
Okay.
We go to the
So let him take us through the the phone application in a briefly. Then I'll also take you through the software DaVinci application in like 20 or 30 minutes. Then we'll call it a session, right? Guys, please feel free. Let's interact. I want to throw a question before Yasin start. Who knows the 3 basic type of shots in a film, any or TV? Three basic types of shots.
Well, there's the close-up,
The close-up.
the
Wow. 1 minute. Please. 3 types. Basic. Medium. Is there a shot known as medium? Medium. 3 types of shot. 3 types of shot. Close up, long shot, wow, medium. And what of wide shot? Is there something like a wide shot? It's in the long? Okay, and what is a medium? 3 types of shot. Producer, Lamek. 3 types of shots.
Close up, long shot, medium, which
Medium.
the one they were talking about.
Medium what? Medium close up, medium, long shot.
Oh.
3 basic types of shot.
explain the medium shots.
My friend, there is nothing like explaining. There are 3 basic types of shots. 1,
There's the close-up,
yes,
the medium shot,
guys. Medium shot. You know when you say there is a medium long shot, isn't it a medium shot? A long shot has a medium, right? Isn't it a shot? If you say a medium shot, what is it? Is it a medium long shot or a medium close-up? So what are the 3 basic type of shots? There are only 3, and you're missing only 1. And I've already said it.
Has to be medium, long shot.
It has to be medium?
Long shot.
He says it has to be medium long shot. There's a price for that, and I want to take you through the prices here so that you get to understand me. There's a prize where the winners about the competition, how prizes. Yeah, here. There are prizes, guys. That I want to. Why I'm taking you through this process, because how serious are we in actually film production? So there's prize for number 1. Read for us the products. There's the Blackmagic what? Bro, read for us. Product number 1. Blackmagic Cinema Camera. Number 2, product number 2. Saramonic Blink. Product number 3. Okay, number 4. What's the difference between them? It's the dollar, the price. The first Saramonic is how much? $250. The second one? $250. The third one? $150. Okay, the fourth, what do we have? Directional price? $100. That's 10,000 Kenyan shilling. And the total value? 2,000 USD. Do you have that amount of money right now? Over 150. Yeah. So that's the price for the winner. And there's also price number 2, amounting to how much? USD? 1,840. Number 3, 380 USD. Number 4, USD 250 USD. Number 5, 100 USD. Number okay. See all those prices, and these are real equipment, value for real equipment that you will get from the Blackmagic and other supporting partners, guys. There are 3 basic types of shot. There is the close-up, there is the medium close-up, and there is the long shot. Close-up,
Medium close.
medium, and the long. Because if you say medium, do you mean also medium long shot is the 3 basic shot?
I've now changed my mind.
You've now changed your? We are here learning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Yasin,
So
please take us through.
over to the camera application.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't cast it on
On screen,
the
right?
screen, but I have it here on my phone. I don't know if my camera can.
Tilt it.
No, it's just the setting. Let me just reset it right now.
So this is an iPhone. So this is how his interface
I'm using
is.
an iPhone, and this camera varies depending with the phone that you're using.
Yeah.
Can everyone see? I think. Can you see? Can you see it there?
Yeah. Okay. The camera is on him.
No, you can just hold it for me, just in front. I think I can just take it through from there.
Here it is. This is the interface that you see exactly also on your camera.
The same interface or the same software. It's
Yeah, it
just
is.
There you go. Thank you, thank you, the producer. Okay, so on the interface, you see I have on the far left, I have the lens option. The lens option varies from the type of phone that you have. For Samsungs, like the S25 Ultra or S24, S23, they have up to 5 lenses. They have the optical 100 times zoom lens. So you can just toggle between the lenses the lens option that you have. Are you together on that? Let's say you want to do a close-up, a wide shot. You can toggle from 13 millimeter. Like for my iPhone here, I have a 13 millimeter lens.
Do you know which kind of lens do we need for close-up? Any in terms of millimeters? Do you know for close-up?
Yeah.
Sorry,
The 13 to 25.
13 to 25. That's a close-up or a wide?
I think that's a close-up.
Mm-hmm.
I think 50 mm is
50
this kind of-
mm.
Let's ask him a question. Why are you saying it's a close-up? Why are you saying it's a close-up? Why not
He's
wide?
saying 13 to 25 mm for those who are online, right? Why are you saying it's a?
Why are you saying it's a close-up?
Because of I don't know how to explain.
Okay, I'll assist us. I'll assist us. Anything 50 and above, that should be a close-up. 70 to 200 mm, 70 to 124. Anything 50 and below, that's a wide. 13 to 25. Wide
do you
lenses,
know
okay?
the type of lenses? Huh? Does anyone know? You can just say it.
Mhm.
Yes? Yes?
Prime lens is saying prime lens. Okay, good. Yeah. And we also have standard lenses, right? Yeah, good.
And we also have another one called anamorphic lens that I'll show you the feature here on this application. Okay, if I could have the display back. So we have the lens option where I can toggle between the different types of lenses. I can use either my front camera as a lens or the lenses available on the phone. Then after that I have the FPS. You all know what the FPS stands for.
What's the meaning of FPS? Frames per second. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So I can go up to 24 frames, then up to 60 frames.
Why should I have 60 frames per second in my film? What do I want to achieve with 60 frames per second? Slow-mo videos. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Then I have the shutter option, which I can toggle between shutter and angle, which I'll take you through it later on the settings. You know how the shutter works. Everyone knows about that. Okay. Then I have the iris option, where I can. It depends also with the selection of your lens and the type of phone that you have. Are you together? Yeah. Then we have the time code, which shows the rate which you'll be recording the film. We have the ISO. Anyone who doesn't know about an ISO or how it works? ISO, producer, this idea.
You know, here we are not challenging each other. You
Yeah,
get it right, it's okay. You
it's-
get it wrong, it's okay. We are all learning, because after this, you'll get to know why you need to master such things, right?
This is a freestyle talk.
Yeah, it's a podcast, guys.
So,
Yes.
so ISO, kindly help me with ISO.
I just I'm missing the exact words, but it doesn't
Reference.
affect the exposure.
Mm.
I think what affect is directly the different types of the tabs we've used, like shutter speed or shutter angle, frame rates. We have no frame rate cannot. Shutter angle, lighting,
Yeah.
maybe physically, but now ISO, I think it just give you let me say digitally inside the camera. It gives a translation of maybe maximizing what is already captured. When you talk of raw codecs,
Yeah.
you can still change ISO after shooting.
Wow, the guy is
So I don't know
a
how
little
to-
bit knowledge. He's talking about codecs and all, which is so good. But we have it here in display. Please take us through what an ISO is.
So it says it's just the image sensor sensitivity to light.
Image sensor sensitivity to light.
So
There's an example there.
yeah, there's an example given,
Mhm.
such as 100 is suited for outdoors,
Mhm.
and maybe can I have it back? Thank you. And with higher values, great for low light situations, like the cameras for like FX3s.
Yeah.
It's hyped for low light with 1200, 12,800.
Good.
Yeah, so by the I'd love to learn from you guys
Yeah.
about now what makes the difference. If at all you can still, if it doesn't affect it directly, then what is ISO then?
Okay. Let me take that, Ali. ISO is just increasing the sensitivity of the sensor to light. Are you together?
Yeah.
So if your ISO is higher, it means that your sensor will be more sensitive. It will capture a lot of light quickly. And if it's lower, it won't capture a lot of light. Inapunguza na kuongeza. Ni kama, how do I put it? Let's say you have a jiko and you want to get heated. What will you do? Let's say you want your legs to get warm.
The traditional jiko.
The traditional jiko, ile ya makaa, mbona pepeta. You'll just bring it closer to you,
So, yeah.
so your legs can get warmer. So hiyo una increase ISO. Na ukisukuma mbali, or you take it far from you, una reduce the rate of ISO. You can just use that as an example.
Yeah, because I've had some people explain it with maybe the mics that you're using.
Yeah.
When you set the gain and you adjust distance, then it's the same way your mic's capsule is sensitive to a certain gain that you've set. So by you adjusting your distance, it means it doesn't affect the gain that you've set. It only magnifies what it captures. I don't know if I'm missing the exact thing. Nile, you've set this is what is captured. So kama light, maybe this aperture, I don't know, 300D. Yeah. So it's set to maybe 50%. And then your ISO, it's at 100. The moment that you will boost ISO to maybe 200, you are boosting what is already there. It's not a new thing. You're boosting what the sensor has seen,
Yes.
what has been captured. So
Yes.
that is it.
Yes, that's
Okay.
it.
You're regulating.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are we
Thank
together?
you.
Does anyone have a question? My people from Somalia? Okay, if there's no question, then I think I'll proceed. Then after that, I have the option for white balance. If I could have the screen back, please. I have the option for the white balance where it's in blue, where we have the 7000K. So you can toggle between different types of white balance settings. You can either do the auto, or you can just select by yourself where Ali is pointing. Then we have the tint that works hand in hand with the white balance. You can either increase the magentas or reduce them to blues, yellows, and such. After that, we have on the bottom left, we have the histogram. What's the work of the histogram? Anyone? Watu wa Final Cut tumetumia hiyo.
While editing, where you're balancing your colors and all that.
Yeah, the histogram, it shows us the level of colors on our image. Then there is this option, I think it's not there on the image, it's right here, down here. If you all can see, the middle one. This one shows us the amount of storage, or if you are recording or not recording. If it turns red, it means that we are recording. If it turns blue, it shows us that we have stopped recording. So it just shows us the storage in your phone. After that, we have the audiometer levels. There is where you can access either increase your volumes or reduce them. The gain that you are saying, you can just adjust it from there. So this software is just the same as any other Blackmagic camera software. Are you together? Yeah. So it makes us limitless. Let me put this in Kiswahili. Unapata watu watasema mimi sina kamera poa ya kushoot. Wakati una iPhone, unafanya nini iPhone nayo? Na wewe ni filmmaker. Ama ni ya TikTok peke yake na Reels. So you can just download this thing. Now you start making money out of it. Mnasema mnataka kuemploy. Mbona usijiemploy using this software za bure before kuemploy? Uko shule, una shoot film yako, unakuja ama una shoot labda advert. Unakuja unaambia limi nitakufanyia shoot. Ali ni boss. Yeye hata kuwa kwa ground kila siku. Unaenda tu na iPhone yako una shoot na unapata pesa yako na unakula mzuri. So as students ama as Gen Zs, let's not limit ourselves. No. Usiseme tu nasoma, let me finish first, then nitaanza kufanya kazi. Hapana. Ask madam, I was studying and still working at the same time. Nilikuwa nachelewa class na nilikuwa ananipigia simu mara mingi sana. Tumeelewana? Yeah. So after that, I have the option just where the record button is. Can you all see it? I have the monitor controls. When I press it, it will give me another option just in front of it. I don't know if my camera can see it from here. It's a bit blur. Focus please on this. Do you see this option after the record button? Can you all see it? Yeah. So that option is where I can find my grids if I want to enable my grids to show on the screen. If I want to enable my zebras, you know how to use zebras? Who doesn't know? Swali. Boss wangu nisaidie kumexplain here.
Zebras just tells you where your highlights are and whether you're clipping or not.
We understood? Yeah, they help us identify the spots that are not focused. They look like those. You can see the lines, the gray, those ones. They show the exposure levels of the image. Then we have the grids. You all know how to use grids. The safe area grids and all. Then we have on the bottom, we have the LUT option. Who knows about LUT? Any guess? Yes, boss?
I guess there are kind of presets.
Yeah.
Where if you want to use a certain kind of
Yeah.
we call it a feel or look of your film, because a film produced in Russia is completely different from one produced in Senegal in terms of color, scheme or temperature, right? Yeah, so we have presets, LUTs here, that you can also create your own, customize it using what? DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah,
right?
For the LUTs, you can either create them yourself. If you have money, you can buy, because the people who sell them, I think Ali sells LUTs also. Si boss peke yake anafanya biashara huko ndogo ndogo. So I think he sells LUTs. You can import them. If you have the Blackmagic software, you can just find them, which we will show you. There are a series of them there. But for the phone, like for iPhone, we have one that is called Apple RAC 709 LUT. I will show you that. Then beneath it, we have the exposure. Beneath it, just after that, we have the focus control, where I can either toggle between auto or manual. I can adjust let's say I want to do a film and I don't have time to set up, I can just highlight it and it will just do all the settings for me. After that, we have the exposure level, the auto exposure, where I can just either click it and it will just do everything for me, or I can just turn it off and set my own exposure. There is that where there is the numbers, the 2 degrees and something, 0.5. Can you all see it? Just after the record, yeah, thank you. That I can just toggle between that one. Then I have the big red button. You all know what the function of it is. Yeah, it's to record. Then we have the gyroscope, or image stabilization. It helps me prevent shaking of my footage. Let's say when you don't have a gimbal and you want to use your free hands. So when you turn it on, there are 3 options. You have the extreme, cinematic, standard, and off. Let's say you put it at standard, it will try to minimize the shaking of your image. Then beneath it, we have the zoom control. You can zoom, you can see just next to Lamek, the magnifying glass, that one. You can either use that to zoom in or zoom out. Or if you don't want to use that button, you can just use your 2 fingers to zoom in or zoom out. Kama kuzoom in kwa picha. Are we together? I'm a bit fast because of time. Then I have, but if you have any question, you can just raise up your hand. I'll just take it. We have the slate, where I can find the slate. It's the button at the bottom. That's where I can find all the metadata of my clips. I can see which clip I'm shooting. I can see the lenses that the lens that I used for certain clip. Are we together? Any question until there? Okay. Then after that, I have we are done with the camera part. Then I'll go to the media tab. The media tab, it's where all my footages are saved. I can just preview them from here. Are you together? It's just like when you're done recording, then you press, there's an icon for play to preview your image. That's where I can get my images and preview. On the media, I have an option of selecting all the clips and either uploading them to cloud. There's a Blackmagic cloud where when you see, okay, thank you. That's the media. You see how it looks like. So here is where my footages are. Then we have it shows us the type of phone that I'm using. For the image above, we have the iPhone 15 Pro. It has 70 clips. These guys did a lot of shoots. Then we have the Blackmagic Cloud. This is where we can store our footages and we can access it remotely. Let's say the editor is in Kisumu and the shoot was done in Masai Mara. The editor can access the footage if it's backed up. Yeah. That's the advantage of this. We have the second icon that has a tick, a small tick. Can you all see it? On top, on the right. Yeah. That helps me select all my clips. I can either delete them or upload the clips that I want. We have the organizer button with the arrow facing down. I can either organize my clips in ascending order depending with the size, name, type, whatever. I think you're all conversant with that. I have the cloud icon that is to help me log in to my Blackmagic cloud.
It's more or less a server.
Then after that, I have the chat option beneath the media. Have you all seen it? The chat options helps me. It's just like WhatsApp. Let's say you are a crew of 4 members and some other members have traveled. We can just communicate using that, and also preview our footage from there. After that, we have the setting tab just below it. Now here it's where it gets a bit technical or more technical. Inside there, we have the record option. The record option, we have the codecs. Who knows what codecs mean? Or a codec? Anyone? Any guess?
He mentioned about it.
I think they are just flavors of recording. maybe
Sorry?
in terms of flavors, different flavors for recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flavors.
So maybe you want to record standard one for maybe this broadcast. Maybe we'll find HEVC, H264.
Those are formats.
Yeah. So I think that's what I can say about that.
So codec, do you know codec in full what it means? Anyone? Codec means coding and decoding. When we were taught about how a message is sent and received, there was a sender, then coding, then it comes back to decoding, then to receiver, something like that. If there's anything that I've missed, I'm sorry, but I think that's the whole channel. So codec, basically it's a system that was designed for cameras to be able to record and also play back the footage. Because when you record at 4K, these files are too large for us to preview. So it helps machines learn what information the camera is giving to them. So you can either select. And codec sometimes affects quality of your footage. So it depends with the codec that you are using. The best now is H265, but it varies. Let's say you don't have a powerful machine, you can just use a lower codec, like the RAC 709. It's not, you won't notice it that much, but yes, there'll be a reduction in quality. Also in size, you can just check the size of H265 footage and RAC 709. They're two different things. Are we together? So for iPhones, it has how many codecs? It has 6 codecs. So you can toggle between all the 6 codecs that you have here. It's just there. You don't have to pay. I'm insisting. You don't have to pay. It's a free thing.
Just get to learn.
Yeah. Then we have the resolution. Anyone who can explain about resolution? Madam?
Footage resolution. She's saying the quality of the video. I'm echoing it back because of those who are online. We are streaming it, right? Continue. You're done. Quality according to color. That's what she's saying. Is she in order?
I'm not sure with even my response, so I'm
What will be
hoping
your
to
response?
learn. Yeah, I would say if I say quality, then there are bit rates that maybe also affect quality. So I'm not sure if it's the correct response.
Okay.
So I'd
Okay.
learn from you guys.
Okay, we have our boss here. I think she...
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody is trying to call in online. Kindly turn on your camera so that we can receive your call. Eliud Mwangi, you're making a call. Turn on your camera and proceed to call.
Our producer is saying that there is someone who is trying to call into the live stream known as Eliud Mwangi. Eliud Mwangi, turn on your camera so that they are able to actually see you. Turn on your camera. We want to get your video. Yes, we can proceed. Once the call is in, then we can take it. Yes, please.
Yeah, so we have the resolution as Madam has said, but it doesn't affect the color. It just affects the quality.
Quality, yeah.
Are we together on that? So we have from 144 to 12K.
12K.
So 12K is the largest resolution as per now that for me that I know. I don't know if it has advanced, but I know that's 12K. For iPhones, it depends with your phone. Let's say your phone can shoot 4K. You'll have that option. Your phone can shoot up to HD. You'll have that option. If your phone can't do both, I think you'll just use 720, and I'm sorry for that. But tunaweza funga macho kidogo. Are we together? After the resolution, I have the color space. So every camera or every gadget that has a camera, the companies tend to have their own color science. You are a photographer. Take a Nikon and Canon, same settings, same lenses. The lenses are close to each other. Let's say you're using 50mm. 50mm for Nikon and Canon, same lighting setup. Then you take a photo. You'll come to realize that the color sense for Nikon and Canon are totally different things. Same as to all these other cameras. For ARRI, it's not the same as Sony. For Sony, it's not the same as Blackmagic. So here it gives you an option to select the type of the color sense that you want. Can't go in deep on that because of time, But if you want to learn more, you can just see us after this, or chat us on our chat platform, or email us, or see our producer, the lady who was here. She can guide you on the people to ask about that. Then we have the time code display, where it has two options. We have record run and time of day. Record run basically shows us the period that you'll be recording the footage. Then time of day will show us the time that you're recording, or day that you're recording. Are you together? We have time lapse. Who knows what time lapse is? Time lapse. Anyone? Madam? Yes, please. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
You're saying we're taking a quick motion of video of frames. Yeah. Time lapse is more or less the compression of time by making it like appear faster, right? Yeah. Like you can record it from like 2 hours and compress them. Then you'll see like there's a progression of maybe moving cars, or from daytime to evening at a
yeah. So thank you, Mr. Ali, for expanding on it. So here I have an option to record a time lapse. You can use it. Let me acha niongee Kiswahili ndo wasisikie wa Somalia. You can use it, let's say unataka kushoot sunset ama sunrise. Una hiyo option ya kutumia hii time lapse. Unaona? Such things, people love such things. Ama unaenda hapo mali kama Bellevue, you just place your phone, put it on time lapse. Shida isiibiwe. Place your phone, shoot it on time lapse. Ikirecord venye gari zinapita. Such things. People love such things. Ndio mtu atakwambia, lakini unapata when you post something like that, a lot of people like it. Have you ever seen that? Go check any time lapse. Any time lapse video online has how many likes? So what if you take it and put it in your film? Are you together? So you can select that and it can help you do that. Then we have the last option on record, which is if media drops frame, it has two options. It either alerts you or stop recording. So let's say you're shooting at 60 frames per second. Then this is a software, it can crash. Have you ever used a phone software, then it tells you up, stopped, or wait, then, or close? So it can do that. Then it can drop a frame. So the best setting, it will be, you can either select it to alert you or to stop your recording at that specific time. Then we go to camera. On camera, I have this first option that it's called enable vertical video. Those Instagram shots, have you ever seen the videos? What are their resolution?
Sure.
What is the resolution for a normal video, or the size of a normal video, of a landscape video?
In time, so.
It is?
Probably it's faster, but 1920 times 1080.
Yeah, you're correct.
Where is 1920?
Yeah.
1920 is which side?
Because it's the fastest.
Yeah. So if you want to flip that, you can just turn on this option. It will flip everything. And the reason that they put this option here is because they know the generation that we are in. So many people shoot their videos like this. So many. TikTok, all the videos are like this. 96% of the videos are shot on a vertical way, or portrait. So you can toggle that to do that. And the advantage of this is that you can capture every detail on that frame. But yes, you can do it on the editing part or the post part, but you will have to crop out some things. Are you together? If you've been following us for the past 4 days, you can see a depth review on our YouTube. Just go there, you'll see a full video that we did. I think it was yesterday. We did a practical about it. Then we have trigger record indicator that has two options, beeper and beeper and flash. Beeper, have you ever taken a photo using the DSLR? You hear the... Yeah, we can do it practically. So when I put it at beeper, it will alert me that I've started recording. You'll hear, let me just adjust volume here. Just a second. You'll hear this. Let me just press record. Oh, sorry. Audio is off. Okay, here. That's called a beeper. I can either put that to signify that I've started recording, or I can do this, put beeper and flash, that will turn on my flash. Are you together? Yeah. Then we have the use volume button to trigger record. You can assign your volume button if you want to start recording. You don't have to press the big red button. We have lock white balance on record. You can lock your white balance. For phones, let's say I have set my white balance to 4500 Kelvin, and then one light goes off. If it's not locked, it will automatically change the white balance. Are you together? So it is advisable to put it on, to lock it, so that you do the white balancing yourself, because it will give you a hard time ikifika saa ya post. Are you together? Then we have while recording, swipe right to dim screen. Kama una shida macho kama Ali, unaweza dim screen yako by swiping right. Then we have shutter measurement. Shutter measurement, it's in it has two options. We have speed and angle. Does anyone know about shutter measurement? Anyone?
Sorry?
Shutter measurement or a shutter. What is a shutter?
I think the closing and opening of that car opening.
So it's the closing and opening of the shutter to allow light to pass through to the sensor. So for film cameras, they don't have that shutter like for DSLR. Ushaichukua DSLR, then ukatoa lens, then you try to take a shot. Kuna hiyo kitu ambayo hiyo kama flap iko inclined, ina block light kutoka kuingia kwa camera. So that hiyo sasa ndio shutter. Sasa ikifunguka hivi light inaingia. So for film cameras they don't have that. So here we have two options, for speed or angle. We are recommended, most filmmakers have been writing, you can check it on I think it's Reddit. They've been recommending us to use angle, because when you put it at angle, this thing it's straight. Let's say this is my sensor, this phone. So when I put it at angle, I can adjust it to whatever angle I want. And adjusting it to whatever angle that I want is basically meaning I'll make these other sides of the shutter or of the sensor to not record anything, because light bounces on the sensor, so that the sensor can take that light and process it into information. That's when we get the images. So for iPhones like this, mine now it's set to angle. I can toggle between from 1.4 degrees. So it means 1.4 degree of my sensor is the one that is recording information. The rest is blocked up to 360. Are we together? Yeah. But you can also use speed if you know how to use it. And it can go up to, Amen. So for speed, it can go up to, let me check for this iPhone. All these settings varies from different types of phone that you have. They're not constant. For Samsung, it's not the same as for iPhone. iPhone 13 is not the same as iPhone 14. Are you together? So this guy told us, if you have an iPhone, it is better juu ina features hii na hii hapana. It varies. Because manufacturers of this phone, every day they're trying new technologies on these things. Are you together? Okay. So for the speed here on my end, it goes up to 1 is to 8,000. That's the lowest. And the highest is 1 is to 30. So you can play with it. We also have the Flickr free shutter based. Who knows about that?
Yeah, maybe just a little of it.
Sorry?
Just a small bit of it.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some lights that refresh at different rates. Like I don't know, in PAL region we use 60 or 50. Yeah, so the difference in that refresh rate of light of a light bulb or maybe a light source is being affected by how we use that shutter. For example, we can set a shutter speed of 24 to say that is cinematic, but we see the flickering of the lights in our scene. So to combat that, you have to use a different shutter speed or shutter angle. You have to adjust it until you see that flicker disappear. So I think that's what I know about it.
Makofi tafadhali. Yeah, he's right. Have you ever shot something, let's say unapita Mombasa Road, then you see a billboard, then you want to take you are driving through a highway ambayo iko na lights, then ukeka camera hivi you see lines passing. So that's what he's saying. So to help your camera not record those lines, because these light emit frequencies and the sensor can read that. So to help avoid that, you can either increase or reduce depending the location. Are you together? So on my iPhone I have two options. I have the 50 Hertz and the 60 Hertz. Those are just frequencies. Then we have lens correction. Lens correction, who knows about lens aberration? Have you ever seen it somewhere? Photoshop guys? So every lens in this world has a defect from the manufacturer. Every lens. Sometimes you can take photos, like that guy behind there is taking photos. Atenda ku preview atapata on my shoulders hapa kuna kama mafuta iko imepakwa ama haiko clear. That's what we call lens aberration. It's not his fault. Set everything venye inafaa isetiwe. Lighting iko sawa. Naona. Lakini sasa kuna hiyo. So to remove that, manufacturers wa camera na softwares wakakuja na hiyo option ya kuicorrect. So it helps you correct that before even you reach to post. So ensure that that is on. Are you together? You have the software? Yeah, you can also share with others so that they can see. Then we have the anamorphic D-squeeze. Who knows what anamorphic means? Anyone?
Stretched.
Yeah.
Oh. So I mean to explain aje. It's being recorded.
Use this one.
Yeah, it's a anamorphic unaweza pata it's very wide. It's recorded that way. When if you will have to preview it, you'll have to maybe install a D-squeeze function kama hiyo. If it's there natively, then it's good. It brings back to what height it should and like the best dimension it should be. It's recorded wider than normal.
It normally characterized by two black lines kwa screen. See, they are normally those what wanasema hiyo ni film look, si ndio?
Yeah.
That's what.
So for anamorphic, they squeeze the image on a certain portion of the screen. Then they leave some space here. Inaweza kwa hapa hivi. So ina vary. Inaweza kwa kubwa ama ndogo to bring that film look. No. Venye amesema kidogo nitamkosoa, the film will go hivyo. You can go check on award-winning films. They have that look. They squeeze the image. Hata ukijaribu, that's S22 Ultra. You can try on that phone. Utaona ita squeeze us when you just turn it on. So it has two options. Kuna one is to 33 and one is to 55. You can just try it on that.
It's a feature giving out the film look.
And the lenses are quite expensive. Moja ya Carl Zeiss ya 24mm inaweza go up to 4 million. That's just one lens. Yeah, have you ever heard of it? Yeah. Then we have the flip image SLR lens. This just flips your image. One of any vertical, I can just flip it from this software. Bila kuifanya kwa post. Are we together? Then we have lock orientation. I can lock my orientation. Either I can lock it on portrait or landscape. Hata kama nakimbia, my orientation will just remain like this. Like this, sorry. It will remain like this. It won't change. Are you together? Then we have, I think we're done with camera on my end. Then we have the audio part. I have the audio source. I can either integrate, I can use kindly Sydney assist me with that mixer. So I have, thank you so much. So I have this thing here. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's been captured. This is a mixer. Are we together? I can integrate this to use this while I'm recording because it has two mics. Let's say I'm doing a podcast. Ali is here. I just put my phone here. I can do a wide shot of us doing the podcast. This is Ali. This is Ali's microphone. This is mine. So I can just integrate with this app to do that. I can either select, there's these boom mics that use batteries. I can just plug it in and use that as my audio input. So you can select if you have another audio input, either your phone or your external audio input. Then we have the iPhone microphone. iPhones have 3 microphones. They have the top microphone here, the bottom one, and here just behind the cameras, there's another microphone. So you can select where you want your audio to come in from. There's back, bottom, or front. Are you together? Then another feature here are the audio formats, the AAC, IEE float, and linear PCM that you can ask later. I'm rushing through because of time. So if you are free after this session, you can just come. We'll just take you through them. Then we have you can record either as mono or stereo or dual mono or 4 channels, depending with your type of shoot. Are you together? For dual mono, you can record 2 lefts because it has 2 microphones. It will use the bottom and up or bottom up, like our president. Or you can you can record the 4 channels. That is 2 stereos. Are you together? Then we have the sample rate. That's the frequency of the audio. That's just like gain. You can either increase it or reduce it. Then we have audio metering. We have 2 values. We have the voltimeters. Then we have the peak per meter. Voltimeters, basically it shows us the level of audio. The peak per meter shows us the highness of the tones. Ile mtu akiscream nasikia alafu unaona the graph has gone up, so it shows us those levels. Tuko pamoja? We also have audio monitor. You can select where you want to monitor this audio. Let's say una Bluetooth headphones, unaweza monitor huko. Let's say una JBL wireless speaker, you can monitor your audio from there. I'm done with audio. I'm moving into monitor. Monitor, I have the option of focus assist. Either I can select using colored lines or picking. I have focus assist colors. For men, we are told that we are colorblind. So here they have helped us. We can choose our focus assist color to be white or black, because I think those are the colors that you can see. Then there is red, green, and blue. You can just select depending on your preference. We have the guide opacity. You know the guidelines, the lines, the rule lines. There's the third. It's called what, Ali? Can you help?
Sorry?
The
The guidelines.
rule of thirds.
The rule of thirds.
The rule of thirds. You can either increase the opacity or reduce it. Kama huoni, like me, unaoga like 100. Then I have the guidelines color. It also has some different options. I have white, black, red, green, and blue. You can choose whatever you want. You can even export, or you can use another external monitor. Ali, help me with that thing. Yeah, this one is a converter. It converts feed from USB-C to HDMI. For him, he uses a phone that uses USB-C, so he can just plug it here and monitor his feed from this huge screen. Let's say he has a crew na wanataka kuona what venye shoot inakaa, so wanatumia such a gadget. For iPhone, I think there's also a converter like this, so you can just select where you want to preview your footage. Then there is display audio monitors. When you turn it on, it will show you the audio monitor levels here on the camera screen. You see this? I can either remove it or leave it there. Are you together? Back to the monitor settings. I have display audio meters. I can either display the histogram or remove it. I can display the storage status or remove it. Display the upload status if you're uploading to the cloud, the Blackmagic cloud, not the Google cloud. So ndo upload ukafusema mbona iendi. Then we have display the battery indicator. Then we have the record proxies. Proxies are the metadata of a certain clips. Inatuonyesha all the information of a clip. Are you together? Inatuonyesha time, format ambayo ulitumia, decoding format ambayo ulitumia, type of lens ambayo ulitumia. So we have a software where we can know hata ukienda kushoot na C100 we will know, because tuna software ambayo itatupia all your proxies. Itatuambia you're using this camera, you used this phone, it had this lens, you used white balance ya ngapi, like that. So here is where you can find all your details about the clip. Are you together? Then we have LUTs. LUTs is lookup tables. The one that, who said it's you? Yeah. So here on the LUTs menu or tab, you can find, for iPhone you just have one. I don't know if Samsung has. The last time I checked it didn't have. You can either import your own LUT or export it. Sometimes it's not necessarily that you'll be good at everything. You can just be good at color grading, and you can just start generating your own LUTs. Let's say for KMC, their color code is white, blue, and black. You can just generate a LUT that will favor their shoots, and you can sell it to them. Wow. So there's a lot of business opportunities in this thing. Si lazima ukae kwa ofisi ati unashinda tukiedit na nini ama unabeba kamera. Na. So it's creativity yako, as he said. You have to be creative on all aspects. Yes, you have to learn everything. You have to know how to rig a light, how to rig a camera, how to put lenses. Lakini unaweza jua hizi zingine extra. Are you together? I'm telling you as a fellow Gen Z, mimi ni Gen Z, msinione nimekaa hapa mbele. Madam Judy alikuwa ananipeleka mbio. Muulize. Kwanza kitabu yangu ya notes. Anaweza yes, in your book. Hapo sina kitabu. Kwa nasikia kuhepa. So that's the last LUT options. You can just import them from your cloud or export them. Let's say I want to share my LUT with him and we're on the same cloud. I can just do it. It's just easy as that. And then shoot na Samsung na lakini LUT mwanatumia ni yangu. Are you together? Na yeye pia anaweza fanya hivyo vice versa. Then we have the presets. You can save your presets. You all know about presets and how to use them. Yeah, mtu ajui presets. Kama kuna mtu ajui naweza pitia. Tuseme mimi napenda kushoot anamorphic. Nimeweka settings zangu as anamorphic. Then Ali hapa, yeye hapendi that look. Yeye anapenda the other look, the normal look. So I can save my preset. Let's say we're using this phone. We're sharing this phone. I can save my preset for anamorphic with my name. Now I can export it to cloud. Nikienda mali wengine, jamani saidia na simu yake, I can just import that preset on the other end. Na bado nitaitumia. Itakuwa nisha set white balance, nimeset ISO, nimeset lens mode nataka and such. So hiyo ndio work ya preset. It helps you usianze tena to redo that same work. It's like save as. You save your project, then you can just open it from where you left it. Are you together? Then you have accessories. This application you can control it using the external devices, like devices that are capable of accessing Bluetooth. Then we have the remote controller. I think that you have to, you want to advance into filmmaking, phone filmmaking. No, you can opt to buy the remote controller for controlling the same app. You can record using the controller, set your ISOs, white balance through that. Kama utaki hassle yote. Because some people I know wanafanya hiyo for a living. They use their phones to record films. We also have the Blackmagic cloud where you can get your login details, and if you want to log into the cloud, then there is the reset option if you want to reset everything or about the application. Until there, is there any question? Any. Ama tuko sawa. Kenyamasi tunachukua hii, si ndio? Yeah? I'm talking Kiswahili so that Somali people understand me well. Kenyamasi tunachukua hii. Mbona sisikii sauti? Ama ninja. Huh? So I think I'm done. Ali, I think you'll move on to the next.
Yeah, we're supposed to briefly go through the DaVinci Resolve, and I'll be privileged to introduce one of your colleague who is a trainee here, Sido. Come. And Sido is a beneficiary of this program, and I'll join you there so that he can take us through the DaVinci Resolve. Sawa. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, how are you guys? Okay, my name is Sydney, for those of you who don't know me, but I know most of you have seen me. I'm a student in Kenya Mass. So I'm going to take you through DaVinci briefly. So this is the DaVinci icon, the one you see down here. I hope all of you can see it. Let's just open it. So when you open DaVinci, that's the first interface you see. How many of you have interacted with DaVinci?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so this is the first interface you see, and the ones you see here are the projects that we were working on. Yeah, so this project, you can open these projects and continue working on them anytime. They update themselves automatically. So for you to create a new project, there is this option here, down here, new project. So you have to click it, and then they will ask you to name your project the way you like it. So let's just name it. Like that. Okay. And then you create the project. Now that's how it opens. Does it look like Premiere Pro, or it's different? Or it looks like Final Cut? Huh? A bit. Oh, okay. So in DaVinci we have different tabs down here, and I hope all of you can see them. So the first tab here is media. So on this media tab, this is now where you import your clips onto your project from your PC. And let's just try to import a clip here. So for you to import a clip, you right click down here, and then you go to import media. Import media, and then you look for your media where you save it on your PC. So let's just import this video here for demo, and then you click open. And then you wait for it to import. Now this is our clip. You can see it's here. So you can import as many clips as you want when you're editing. You know, as an editor, you must know the final look of your project before you start editing. You have to draft an editing script. That's right, yeah. So after importing your clips, we can now go to the next tab, which is cut. This one, this is how it looks. So this cut, this is where you cut your clips, you remove the unwanted parts, and now you remain with only the parts that you want to use in your edit. I know it's almost the same as, it's just the same as these editing softwares. You have to cut, you understand, yeah? Yeah, so for you to cut your clip, you must import it to your timeline first before you start cutting it. And you can also do it, let's try to, when you click it 2 times, it will now be previewed here on this window, and you can mark in and mark out at this part, and then you import it on your timeline. The only part that you want to use, you can do that. And we also have a hardware here. This is called a speed editor. You can use it on the cut page, and it's on these other pages. It's used to make your work easier because everything is here. So it's connected, and you can see when I move this wheel, you can see there it's moving. So you can use it in your editing. It's a speed editor, so it helps you edit faster. Yeah, so let's import this clip here on our timeline, and now it's here. Yeah, so that's it on the cut page. Anyone with a question there? Are you understanding? Or I'm going too fast? Oh, you're good. Okay. So the next one is the edit page. This one. This is how it looks. So the edit page basically helps you to manipulate your clip the way you want it to be, and it has several functions here. For example, on my top right we have inspector, and this inspector it has several functions. For example, this transform helps you to on your clip placement when you want to zoom in. Let's now try to do it. When you zoom in, you can see we can zoom in, we can position our clip. That's how it does. And then we have this crop. I know all of you understand crop, right? You can crop on the left, crop on the right, like this. You see it's cropping on the right. Yeah, that's it. And we have other functions, which the dynamic zoom, composite, speed change, stabilization. Do you understand these terms, or you understand them? Yeah. So stabilization, when your clip is too shaky, maybe you have shot your clip is shaking a lot, when you use stabilization, your clip will be stable. And then we have another one here, and then another tab, which is fusion. This fusion, for those of you who create VFX, those visual effects, now this is where we create those visual effects, those titles, text. This is where we design them. On Adobe we have After Effects, but on DaVinci this is where we do it. Yeah, so the next one is color. Color is where we do color grading, and I think you have done color grading with DaVinci. How is it? How can you say about it?
At first it will be confusing, but as you learn, you just learn to use what you need to use, and then it will be simple. Don't touch everything, touch what you know. But if you're working on a project that you have a flexibility of exploring, then try new things and try all those things you're seeing there and see what it does, and then that is a way to learn. And then pia unaweza angalia, like now you're giving this information, maybe someone is watching, so you look for maybe tutorials to guide you, but it's not that big of a deal. It's simple until you make it complex.
Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of tutorials on YouTube which are explaining more about this color tab. And we also have a hardware here for color grading. It's only used in DaVinci Resolve. This is now an advanced one, but we as students, we can just use our keyboard and mouse.
And also you can visit us anytime. As Ali said, you can just come with your student ID. We can just take you through everything, because whatever we're giving you right here, right now, it's a drop of blood in the ocean. It's a little. Are you together? So you can just visit us anytime, or check us out on our YouTube platform. I insist YouTube. musubscribe tafadhali, mtapata more information huko na content mingi. Si ati kila saa lazima ukienda YouTube na unaangalia boli ama ngoma, no. Sometimes hapo ndo sisi pia ulearn kutoka hapo. No. But sisi ukiangalia, as we have the devices, sisi tunaweza shika hands on, ndio unaweza learn practically, theoretically, as you know, unaona kwa screen, okay, this guy is doing this, but what if sasa upewe hiyo machine, sasa umepewa hii, can you use it? Lakini ukikuja hapa to this experience center, you can do hii hapa mbele yako. How many people okay, ushaiona hii ama who has ever seen such a machine
On YouTube.
huh?
On YouTube.
And it's here today in front of you. So ni watu wachache wanapata privilege ya ku handle such things. Are you together? So after this session sasa upotea useme walinifundisha Da Vinci, najua sasa inaweza kuwa master. Hapana. Na I think the main importance of this ni kufukuza kina Ali, kutuleta us as Gen Zs kuweza kufanya these things. Juu kina Ali time yao inaisha, now it's our time, na tunafaa tuwashukuru sana juu wao kwa time yao hawakuwa na such things. Sisi tunapewa hizi privileges za kufanya hivi. Sasa you can continue.
Okay, so we go to the next tab, and this is now the Fairlight. Fairlight, nani anaweza guess Fairlight what it does?
Fairlight. Audio editing.
Yeah, Fairlight is basically for audio editing. It's just like Adobe
Audition.
Adobe Audition, yeah. So this is where you do all your audio editings. When you want to clean your audio, to raise the high tones or low tones, this is where you do it. If you want to know more about it, venye Master M amesema, just go to YouTube tutorials, watch they have explained it,
or also come here.
yeah. And then the last one is Deliver. Deliver is now where you export your project after editing. You have finished your editing. This is where you export your project. You choose your format, your file name, location. These all are here. So that's it about Da Vinci. And anyone who has a question, maybe you can ask before we finish. Anyone with a question? Do you have something to add on Da Vinci?
So we're just doing the overview of it.
Yeah, we're just showing the interface overview.
Maybe just a little thing. Learn your shortcuts before you proceed with this thing. Ukienda kwa edit page, maybe you can just show it as we continue. If you click that tab, this is the part that you'll use the most actually to go fast with this thing. Know the shortcuts of maneuvering kwa hiyo timeline yako. Let me say it again. Learn your shortcuts. If you want to scroll, maybe you want to scroll, zoom in and out in your timeline. You won't be going to that magnification button every time, coming, zooming out. I think this is Mac.
Yeah, this is
so
Mac.
If you hold Option and scroll wheel, it will zoom in and out. If you hold Shift, it will zoom in and out vertically. The Option one zooms in and out horizontally, and holding them together does all both at the same time. So the essence is learn the shortcuts. This is just a simple way to now you have it. Can you do it this way fast? But if you don't have this, can you do it with a keyboard and a mouse fast? Yeah. So just that's what I'll add on it. And then be organized. Kwanza hiyo sijui mbona sikuisema. You said it at first. You have to have your script before you start editing. So your script will tell you that this is what I should be doing, like general blueprint of the whole project. Organize your bins bana. Utatafuta footage, and you won't like it. So organize your bins in folders even before opening Resolve, so that if you import on that media page, there's a function with the media page kwa master bin. If it's open, if you are importing a folder, it will carry the name with the clips inside. If you drop it in the master bin.
Can I just maybe demonstrate how to
Yeah.
how to create a bin? So for you to create a bin here, you just right click and then you go to new bin, and then you name your bin the way you want. For example, you can, if it's for close-ups, you can name CU, and then you open the bin and then you put there the close-ups.
Yeah.
So this makes your work easier. You clips zako, like you know where each clip is. Yeah, so that's what he's trying to explain.
Yeah. So in the essence of time, because I understand you guys have to have your lunch, you can check out on our day 1 to day 4. We for day 2, I think they did a full review of DaVinci. It's on YouTube. You can just go there, check it out. You'll get the full review of this whole software. But please, I insist, don't stop learning. We're always here from Monday to Sunday. Utapata watu tu wanazunguka. Utapata Sydney amebeba mashine, amekuja amekaa kujua na edit kazi yake. Ali yako huko na learn camera, how to set nani. So you're welcome. You're always welcome hapa. Are you together? Yeah. After those watching us online, you're always welcome. You can just text, call, email us. Then we can respond to you. Any question that you have about videography, live stream, any type of production, video production, photography, you can scripting, anything. You can just email us, call us. We'll just respond to you. So, is there any question in this room or on the online platform? Madam Producer Monica. Okay, I think we've reached the end of this session, and I'd like to call Monica to close the session. I'm calling her so that she doesn't refuse to pay me my salary.
Msisahau kusubscribe.
Hey, subscribe, please subscribe.
Okay. Thank you very much, the facilitators of the session. Are you excited? Do you want to learn more? Yes. Are you? You're most welcome to sign up with the Experience Center. Beyond this workshop, we are always open, okay? For those watching us online, thank you very much. Most of us have tried calling in live. Remember to turn on your camera first. Then once you call, it automatically picks. We hope to see you in the afternoon, both those online intending to come in live and also you who are virtually here. You can still follow us in the afternoon session. And if you're able to come physically, you're most welcome. Once again, we are Highway Audiovisual. I've been your facilitator, Monica Maina. Asanteni.